All right, and we are back for hour 2 of Lost Initiative, week 16 of Edge of Morality. Let's continue, shall we?
Absolutely. Thank you, Sir Lorik.
No problem.
Yeah, so you guys are buried underneath the snow with barely any space to move. And we know that time is limited because if much more time passes, even a few seconds pass, we could have Grommen bloop, 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 and lose the size. Knowing this and realizing this, Thonk just kind of like nudges and gestures upwards, and Grommen just kind of goes to town. Maggie, if you can roll me a strength check, knowing that you want to climb out of the snow.
All right. I get advantage on strength checks, right?
Yep, for about the next 30 seconds.
1. How many am I doing?
Well, so you start clawing at the snow, doing everything you can at it. You were able to make a little bit of headway, but nothing like really monumentous. You can do another one.
All right.
That's funny. So once again, now at this point in time, you're actually making a decent amount of space here. Space where if you wanted to, you could probably put down one of the guys so they would still be uncomfortably close to, like, say, your leg or standing between your legs as you're even a bit crouched down, but not a ton of space in the area that you're trying to dig away or push back.
All right. I'm going to put down the Lorik, the new guy that I don't know. I'm like, I don't know what he is, but I'm going to put him down, and I'm going to...
That's how it always goes. Got to ditch the new guy.
Grommen doesn't know you. He's not sure where you've been before, and you're on his hand now, so...
Oh, it's okay. I didn't want to live anyways.
You make another one, Maggie.
Grommen like puts you down, and he's like, sorry. And then he like goes back to digging. Oh, you need another strength check, sorry.
Hey!
Whoa! There we go. That
helped me a lot.
Oh, amazing.
You were kind of holding me back, man.
Yeah, so Lorik in the way. So you were kind of, using his head to try and move the snow, and it really wasn't working. So putting Sir Lorik down, and then, kind of keeping Grommen on your shoulder, it kind of out of the way. You go and you grab the snow, and you're clawing at it as much as you can. But actually, you do so well with this, they're even able to puncture through the snow enough that you can see a small beam of light coming in from above. In doing this, you're even able to push the snow to the side that you're not even worried it's going to collapse on you, but there is that little beam of light. Give me another one, Maggie.
All right. Do I have room to put Mathis down now?
Yeah, absolutely. You can actually kind of get him out of the way.
I put Thonk down. I just put Thonk down next to the other guy, the new guy that I don't know about, and I put him next to him, and I'm like, okay, I see light. And Grommen goes and he tries to part the ways.
Oh, what? Are you kidding me? Okay, well,
I don't understand.
With that, you
Dice are so hot.
What?
You grab your great axe and you just start. So how many greens are on this? How many rolls are natty 20s?
Tonight is like we got. Oh my god.
So you just grab your axe, you start smashing upwards, and everything's falling in all the right places, and the whole area is opened up to the point where Grommen can easily pick up the two people that are on the ground, put down the axe, pick up the two people that are on the ground, and hoist them and place them on top of the snow overhead. Now, the snow is kind of fresh there, so the feet sink in a bit, but that's nothing that you weren't planning on beforehand. But you are able to place them there, and as you're placing them down, Maggie, all of a sudden, Grommen boop, 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 realizes that he himself is going to have a little bit of a climb to get out of this hole. Him and Otto, who's now in a more normal-sized backpack. Otto, as the backpack starts to shrink and contract around you, and as everything starts to come up beneath you and whatnot, could you please make me a dex save for acrobatics?
Sure. Mm-hmm. Either one?
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But
okay.
Advantage, yeah, sorry.
With advantage, you roll a 20.
20.
Yeah, I want another crit. There's
Literally one off. One off.
I mean, does that matter? I don't know.
So feeling this and seeing this happening, he's easily able to kind of like, all right, grab this. How do I usually? Yep, that's how I hold it. And he kind of gets his feet and like pulls his knees up to his chest, and everything rises up, and he's like, places his feet back down. So it's like, awesome. All right, Maggie, would you like Grommen to climb out of the hole with a athletics check, normal check?
Sure. A normal athletics check. I think I can do that. I might accidentally hit something. All right.
Oh, there it is. Okay.
Grommen is discouraged as he gets smaller. He's like, oh. And he looks back at Otto and is like, "We need more of what drink you gave me.
That was cool, wasn't it?
Too
So
cool."
at this point, we're just going to have Grommen, and you don't have to keep rolling, Maggie. At this point, we're going to have Grommen climb out of the hole, but it's going to take a little bit of time. This is the first time where danger is immediately over, and you have Thonk and this person that, well, you saw when you were leaving Cassius's house. Everybody kind of went to go bother that group of people, and you were just like, oh, I'm not a part of this, and you walked away. But you do notice that this was the guy that opened the door for you at Cassius's house before. So it's the first chance you have to say anything. Do you say anything to this gentleman whose name you do not even know?
Grommen doesn't recognize him, but you do, Otto, I think.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, and Thonk does as well.
Oh, nice.
I don't say anything, so.
I say, you heading our way?
You hear a little bit of sputtering from underneath my helmet because it's got like a full faceplate and everything, and it's got antlers that are running backwards that have been affixed at the top. And so I grab some of the antlers and I pull it up off my head, and you see a grip of snow just fall out from inside of the helmet, along with my blonde hair and my beard. Yes, I do think so. You have a map of the area, or are you headed to the top, or where are you all off to? I saw you from above, and so my companions urged me to come and assist. I seem a little stunned.
Yeah. Well, we certainly appreciate that. What happened to the rest of the crew?
I would assume that they're both up the side of the mountain right now, although if I look up there, can I see, did the avalanche only affect us, or did it also affect my point of origin?
So going up the side of the mountain, let's assume that, like, say the front area, let's say like right about here, whatever, would be where the mouth of the cave is, the Verbeeg's cave. The snow actually came from like an area, like say over here, and kind of came down and slid sideways as it went. Okay. So the mouth of the cave is still open, and they're still like looking up there. You're welcome to make me a perception check.
Okay.
Can Grommen do that too?
I'd like to look up there as well. Yeah.
Oh, Grommen, so bad at looking.
So just Lorik, nobody else is able to see up at the mouth, so Otto can kind of see where the mouth is. Just Lorik is able to see that at the mouth itself, on that ledge, there is still that one giant and that one Verbeeg that you ran past and jumped off that were hurling stones at this party here, up there kind of scanning the area.
We should probably make ourselves scarce, however. It seems as though our friends are still looking for us up there. On the tree line or any ravine around here would do.
Grommen looks up and he's like, I know have friends up there.
Otto is struggling to see, but is inclined to believe our new friend as well. Yeah, maybe best to head over in that direction. What do you think, Grommen?
You pointed up?
Oh, sorry, here, well, it's all covered in snow, I guess.
Yeah. Grommen's just like, he's just going to be like, I know have friends up there.
We gotta get out of here. Let's head back to town.
Well, you guys do know that you had a job, which was to distract the cave at the entrance of the cave, and to go and make sure that the rest of the party got distracted. And in his job, which was to attack from the backside, this is Sir Lorik. He was part of the group that was attacking from the other side of the mountain. When you came in, one of the reasons why you were sent to assist them and why everybody was so concerned was because they did such a horrible job distracting the front of the cave that almost all the giants in the entire area were like, okay, we're being attacked from the back. And so they all rushed forward, and there was a huge battle going on in the backside of the cave. So
How the hell
you were
does that happen?
to find them
We
because
were doing great.
they disappeared before the fight even started.
Giants and stuff. We were making them come at us, bro.
What did we do where they're like, you know what? They're attacking from the back.
Knowing this, I raise a finger and I say, for a moment, we may actually wish to, where were you all supposed to be attacking from? We were on the back of the mountain, and it's a little rough back there.
We were what you'd call the distraction force.
Oh. Well, it would appear as though the distraction has failed. However, I gesture. The front should not be very well guarded right now because most of the giants are probably dealing with, well, the bulk of the force behind the mountain. So we kind of reversed the strategy slightly.
What race are you?
A human.
Okay, just curious.
Yeah,
Well,
I've got like long blonde, like Conan-like hair, basically, and just like it looks almost bleach blonde, like I'm out in the sun a lot. My skin is very, very tan, almost to like a leathery, almost complexion or color.
Bear. So one more thing, as he's speaking and he's saying this stuff and he's reminding you of like the tasks that you guys are supposed to do, you recognize this guy. He looks familiar. You saw him at Cassie's place. You also remember who his friends are.
yeah. Well, yes, we did have a job to do, didn't we? All right. Back up we go. Kind of
Grauman's like,
asking
okay.
the party as a
Grauman
question.
just starts walking.
Thonk says nothing, but will follow and tow.
Wait, Grauman looks around as he's walking and he's like, where Rye?
Oh, right. Shit. I actually completely
Oh,
forgot
God.
Rye is missing. Sam is gone, so it's like
We
he's
all
gone.
kind of had that moment of realization. I mean, it was a little bit of a
But
heated.
Rye,
with
but
the satellite.
Grauman loves Rye.
So no, yeah. As Grauman's like walking off, Thonk will reach out and like put his hand on Grauman's shoulder and gesture back, but like Rye has been taken by the Yeti.
Otto perks up in here. What? The Yeti, like the same one?
Thonk nods, and internally,
I thought
like-
we killed that. What?
I gesture to you like, yeah, no, me too. It's almost like, due to plot, it was resurrected for a sole purpose.
That's so.
Are we really not
concept
going to
of
save Rye? Is she going to come back? Because like I feel like Grauman as soon as he said that would have like himself gone and like found
She
Rye.
was, you know, so Thonk continues, I was struck by the boulder, I turned and see Rye grabbed by a Yeti and hurled off the ledge. I lost sight of her afterward, and I'll gesture back that way.
I'm saying out of character. Are we just trying to find a way to get Rye out of the story? Because in character, Grauman would definitely go find her.
Grauman would definitely want to go find Rye. However, you guys have a means of getting a hold of Rye. You've had this magic item for like 12 episodes and have never used it once.
Is that the sending stone?
The sending stone.
I don't have it. Who has it?
Who does have it?
I think
I have
Rye
it.
might have it.
Rye
That's
has
why
one.
none of us
Otto has-
know.
Otto has
I
the
have
other
the
one.
other one. Okay.
This is two.
So I noticed that Grauman is beginning to want to
Grauman
go in that
Turns
direction.
around and starts like walking over that
I
way.
said, Grauman, wait! We have, and I'm recalling this as I'm yelling at him. I begin to shuffle through but we have the stone. Hold on, and I get it out, and I'm just looking at it for a second, and I look up at Thonk, and I'm like, do you know how to use this thing?
You, I gesture to you. You should.
And then I just slowly begin to speak into it.
Reminder, Bear. 25 words or less, one message, and then one message received. Go ahead.
Rye, are you okay? Where are you? We're heading to the cave.
Yeah, start counting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's all I'll say.
And she responds with, "Shit's a bit surreal right now. I've got this covered. Just, I'll meet you. I'll meet you.
Well,
I thought you'd do a better impression of Rye.
I know. Well, let me channel my Sam. You know. I got nothing. I got nothing.
I'm hearing this and I sound like my face is wincing a little. She's okay.
Sounds different.
Yeah. She'll be okay. Let's go.
Grauman actually like takes you out of his bag and he looks at you and he's like, "Are you sure?"
Well, I mean, it's from the stone, but she sounds okay.
Can you use the stone once?
Yep.
Once per day.
Oh. Grauman doesn't know this. Grauman takes the stone from Otto and is like, "We come for you later, Rye. Stay safe." And he puts Otto back in his bag and he starts walking up the hill.
And I don't bother telling him that.
It's like one of those placebos. Like it helped.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good job. So of course, all of you, including Sir Lorik, because he was traveling up the mountains for days at this point. You guys were traveling for it was 4 or 5 days. Sir Lorik had to travel through the mountains for over 10 days, over a week, to get to where it was that he was attacking from. So you guys have your snowshoes, you have your climbing equipment and everything. Things are not as pleasant as they were beforehand. So you're going to make your way back up that mountainside. You're going to either do so quickly, in which case make me athletics checks, or you can just take your time, pick your way to get back up to that battle. It's up to you. Pick your way to the battle or rush your way to the battle.
Thonk will not look like he's in any rush whatsoever. If they die, they die. But if the other 3 end up moving quickly, I'll follow close. But Thonk will not be the one that pushes forward faster.
I think Otto is getting into a bit of a look good for the boss attitude here, as he recognizes the influence that Sir Lorik may hold and begins to kind of rush the party. Also, kind of employing that inspiring leader moniker and beginning to, rile us back up to get into action again.
So if Otto's telling, kind of getting me to speed up and stuff, because obviously I'm carrying out on my back,
Yeah.
I will go fast. I will go quickly then. So that's an athletics check, you said, or acrobatics? Or...
It'll be athletics check, and that's for all 3 of you. Bear, you don't have to.
Okay.
Oh, beautiful, Sir Lorik. It's a 17 for Gromit.
All that armor, and you're able to
Sorry.
How do you do it?
He's pretty mighty.
Much better.
Oh, this is great.
So there are often slips and falls. The Sir Lorik and Gromit are pushing ahead. There are often slips and falls and tumbles and bits of loose snow that knock Thonk to his feet. Thonk, who's already looking a little bit battered because he's only cast that 1 healing spell or whatever on himself at this point. After a bit of time, you guys kind of get to a point where you get over a ledge and you look back and Otto probably nudging to Gromit and gesturing that way, Gromit grabbing Sir Lorik's attention. You see that Thonk is a solid 150 feet behind you guys at this point. So maybe grabbing out some rope to assist him. You guys are held up considerably, just trying to get him up over that area where even that he struggled to do so.
Oh, man.
At this point, you guys kind of decide, well, you can even keep pushing on because the 2 of you are making great time until you have to stop and wait for this clown. You can either push on or you can maybe take a rest or slow it down. How is it you guys want to go? Do you want to just keep pushing and try to get there as fast as possible?
You all hear me slow down, and realizing that we've lost one of the team, I turn around and I try to make eye contact or at least figure out where he's at. Is he normally this slow? We should probably wait up for him. The mountain is unkind to those who travel alone.
I mean, okay.
We've been walking for some time. I assume that you all have names. I'm Lorik Godfrey. I'm from Loudwater, actually, out here. But, yes, I'm pleased to meet your acquaintance. And it seems like I'm a little short of breath, as though pushing has taxed me some. I mean, we're walking in snowshoes and everything. It's probably deeply unpleasant.
Mm-hmm.
I reach my hand out from behind Grommen's neck. Adatumo Miltal! Pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you as well. I shake your hand.
Hi, Grommen. Grommen, puts his finger out to you.
I put my hand around Grommen's finger and shake.
Grommen's normal sized again.
Yeah, I know. I was joking.
Oh, okay.
I'll shake his hand.
Yeah.
But I am still pretty big. I'm 7 foot.
How tall is Sir Lorik?
Probably 6'3", 6'4". He'd be fairly imposing to a human, but to people half orcs and whatnot, he would seem smaller. Unless they hang out around a lot of humans, and they'd be like, "Yeah, he's kind of big for a human."
Yeah, no, you're huge for a human to Grommen then.
You're bigger than Thonk, smaller than Grommen, and everybody's bigger than Otto. So having kind of taken that moment to catch your breath and have a quick little chat and waiting for Thonk to catch up, you guys decide to just keep pushing on as hard as possible?
No, Grommen will slow down to wait for Thonk. Oh, is Thonk caught up with us? Sorry.
He's caught up with you now.
Yeah, now we push on.
Okay, you guys make me another athletics check. And do you have any intention of using any more spells to heal yourself there, Thonk, or just kind of hang back if you enter another fray?
I don't have to hang back because I don't have a lot of fucking first level spells to cast, which I don't want to burn them.
Mm-hmm.
Mike, out of character, we do have a scroll of sleep. which may help you. That we haven't used. We've had it for a really long time.
Okay, then we can burn on
Ramen would not
combat.
know it, but I feel like you guys would
Yeah. That's good to know.
I see Thonk, I don't know his name yet, but I see him lagging behind, and so I make a concerted effort to go and catch up with him and kind of putting an arm underneath his forearm over here. I pulling him towards the rest of the group. Come along.
As you approach and you attempt to help, I rather curtly reject your help and trudge forward. Not really saying a damn word.
If as you walk away, I kind of just and you hear me just start to walk in the snow behind you.
It's about right.
So you guys are everybody doing decent this time. Nobody's moving particularly fast except for Sir Lorik, who spent his time, went back and then was able to pass them all anyways and kind of take up the front despite wearing full plate armor. He's actually doing really well in keeping a little bit ahead of everybody, which not necessarily a bad thing. Maybe it's Grauman's caring of Thonk, looking backwards consistently, and Otto kind of weighing him down a little bit. That's slowing. That's shifty little guy. That's slowing Grauman down. But either way, you guys make a decent amount of progress. You're finally past the avalanche really affected, and you're back onto where the path is. But this path is in the way of where it is that you see where that ledge was, where the giant and the Verbeeg were. They are not there anymore, though. With a quick glance up and is looking around, you do not see them there. And you believe that the path is clear as you want to continue on. Now, I'm sure you all are thinking, screw you, Scott. I want to roll a perception check to see if that's true. In which case, feel free to do so.
I'll do a perception check, sure.
Do you want me to just use my passive perception, or you want me to roll an active perception?
No, you roll an active perception. You're good.
Maybe.
On 11.
With
My
that
passive is
negative,
way higher.
that -1. Oh, I know, I have someone.
Okay. So looking up there, Grauman and everybody looking around, you see that there is nobody that seems to be looking over this area right now. They are satisfied maybe with the fact that there was an avalanche and it was all taken care of. So nobody up there at the moment. So you guys just push on and make your way back up to that ledge?
Sure. Yeah. I feel like that's where it's going to head back towards where we came from.
Okay, now do you want to do this at like a normal accelerated pace or at okay, well, now let's try to slow it down and see if we can sneak our way back up there. I assume the former, considering that time seems to be of the essence.
Yeah, the normal
sure.
pace, probably.
Not yet.
Normal because Grauman's feeling safe, I feel like. And even as we're walking up, Grauman kind of had been looking back and seeing that Sir Lorik, kept like talking to Thonk and seemed like disappointed that Thonk didn't talk to him. Grauman's like, he always like that. He no like talking much.
Well,
He no like drinking or party or
Not really much of anything, huh?
And Grauman's just like walking.
As you say this, I have my hands kind of folded in front of me as I work my way around a loose stone. More of a man of action, then?
You could call it that.
What kind action you mean? He like cutting me. Grauman keeps walking.
As you say that, you hear me mumbling, cutting. What?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
you
makes
said
me
something
go
about-
with him, and we pray. We say lots of word, and then he cut me. I don't know. And then Grauman keeps walking like it's normal.
Can I make a religion check on that?
Actually, before you do that, why don't you make me a perception check? Because I imagine as Grauman says, as he says that, you kind of like toss a sideways glance over at Thonk. With your perception of 14, you will see that despite how cold it is, Thonk does walk bare-chested, with armor somewhat covering parts of his body, but leaving poignantly a part of his body completely open to the elements, sans his cloak that he tries to keep pulled over. But every once in a while, whether it be through his movements or a gust of wind, it does blow back and show his exposed skin, which is foolish, if not lethal, in this kind of weather in this region of the world. But on that skin, you're able to see a brand, like an emblazoned mark on his chest that is the mark of Grumsh. And you don't really need to make a religion check to see that mark and to know what it is. I'm sure you've killed more than a few worshippers of Grumsh in your day.
It's like burned onto his chest, like someone branded him.
And I assume you know who Grimsh is?
I'm actually not super familiar with Forgotten Realms. I know the name, but
it is the god of orcs. It is the patriarch of the orc pantheon. So he is the leader of the god of the orcs, chaotic evil deity of strength and war and chaos and might makes right, keep what you kill, that sort of a thing.
okay. And so, having realized that, I grow very, very silent for the remainder of the ascent.
Okay, and you guys make your way up there. Now, you get up to the top ledge, and you can see where you are right now. As you come up there, and so you climb over the edge, and like, oh, finally, you're back to where you were. And just as you're going to catch your breath or whatever, seemingly on a bit of a patrol, one of the giants starts walking out. They surprise you equally to you surprising them, with the exception of Thunk. You actually didn't have enough time to really warn the party, but you did have enough time to hear that he was coming beforehand. So Thunk, you have like a semi action before him. Do you choose that to give the party like a bit of a heads up, or what would you like to do with yours?
I'll give the party a heads up if I have the opportunity to.
Awesome. So then what I'm going to do is let you guys roll your initiative, because Thonk was able to kind of like realize this and give you a little heads up. A +2 to your initiative, whatever you roll, add 2 to it afterwards. And beyond that, remember, because of the speech that he was giving as you were climbing the mountainside, you all have 7 temporary health points from Otto.
Should we be able to see anything right now?
All the way at the bottom, again. Just right-click and drag all the way
Yeah,
down.
there it is. Okay.
Better? Everybody can see?
Yep.
Yeah,
I
we're good.
can, anyway.
And because of the area that you guys are in, give me 2 seconds. Let me do this. Global. Bam. All right. And did everybody add their +2 to their initiative from the fact that Thonk gave you the heads up?
Yes, sir.
No, I derped.
Did I give myself a +2?
Uh,
I feel like that would be fair.
yeah, I guess.
So I'm a 20 if you want to.
Okay. I can change it for you. Sure.
Actually, I got it.
Yeah, it's too late. All right, everybody's good?
Yep.
Perfect. Bam. So that starts with Thonk, who is not only giving you guys a heads up, but was even able to act first as he comes into view. I know you all can see him. Go right ahead.
I think what I'm going to do here, let me just read this real quick.
Okay. So
That's an ability check. Man, guidance isn't as good as I was hoping. But it is a 0 level spell. So I'm gonna actually fall back a step just because I'm hurt like hell. But I don't want to initiate combat because I'd rather not. Well, they're aware. He's aware we're here, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, then screw it. I'll cast Sacred Flame on him.
Don't forget, you do have 7 temporary HP.
Yep,
ahead.
it's already done. So yeah, I'll do what I do. Like I said, touch the symbol on my chest till a red flame, and then just hit him with Sacred Flame.
Thank you very much. That's a -1 to my save. And I get a total of an 11, so he fails. Give me my damage.
Hooray! He takes 7. Hey, I'll take it.
Wow. Wow, Thunk actually did something. Perfect.
Oh, okay.
Next is Grommen.
I'm just gonna let Bear know that I privately messaged him. Check
okay.
that.
Mhm.
Also, I guess Grommen is gonna see this guy, and I'm guessing they know that we're here, and we know that they're here, and I'll use a rage,
Sure.
and I'm gonna book it, which means Otto's on me unless Otto's jumping out of the bag.
Oh, I'm riding
All right.
side seat on this car.
Grommen is going to do his run with his axe in the back, and he's gonna jump and he's gonna attack, and we'll see what happens.
Are you going to do the -5 plus?
No, just a normal attack.
Gotcha. Okay. So that 15 hits.
Go ahead.
17, that's 19 points of damage. That's a great opening. Holy crap. 19 points of damage against this guy. So as you had said, pulls the axe off, rushes forward, lifts it, and does a huge swipe, and the thing kind of tries to jump out of the way, and the attack nearly misses him, but gets a nice gash in his thigh and supposed to like land in his chest like Grommen was hoping for. It leaves a huge gash in his thigh, which is wonderful. After that, it's actually going to be his turn, and now like fully aware of the fact that the combat is right in front of him, this little pipsqueak right here. That's right, little pipsqueak is standing in front of him. He raises his club to try to bash into Grommen and just destroy him. Are you ready for this, Maggie? And second attack. All right, so the first attack is a hit. So it's a huge swing and a hit against Grommen. Dealing, that is, double check it, yep.
Good God.
Oh, God. Half damage for Maggie.
I was just going to say, because bludgeoning.
24 becomes 12, minus 7 because of the ability that what's-his-face used. So that quickly becomes a 7 points of damage, right?
5?
Sorry, 5 points of damage. Thank you.
Yeah.
Math bad. So 5 points of damage from the first attack. So Grommen takes this nice big hit, but he's too manly for that, and it ignores the rest of it. However, the second attack comes through, and it's a swing against, and Grommen barely jumps out of the way, missing the AC by 1. Barely jumps out of the way, the attack hitting the ground, kicking up a ton of snow around it. It is now Splat's turn. Sir Lorik.
Let me see what I got going on here for range. I can get there, so that sounds good. I quickly move forward with practiced precision. Ooh, I like that. Active lighting. That's pretty sweet. I've never seen that in action before. All right, and then as I close the gap with our large ogre friend here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to swing at him with my flail. And that's going to be my action. We've got an 8, which actually, unfortunately, is a critical fail, but I'm lucky.
Oh, no.
So I'm going to use one of my luck points to re-roll.
Nice.
Nice. Did you take that as a feat?
Yes.
Nice. That's a good.
It's like probably one of the best feats. It's really
A lot of
really
people
good.
like house rules don't let you use.
Yeah, I meant to ask because I know about that.
No, we
actually
let you use it. You're cool.
Okay. In ours, we were like, just don't take lucky because I have a feeling everybody in our party on Roll For It is going to take lucky because we were all sitting around being like, ooh, lucky's pretty good.
Listen, I'm going to take a side moment right now, and I'll tell you, not only do I allow lucky because it's an awesome feat, but beyond that, according to the way it's written, if you roll disadvantage and use lucky, you technically can choose the die out of the 3 die rolled for the one that you want, turning disadvantage into super advantage. So I fully allow the most liberal reading of that rule because, 3 times a day you're going to try to survive? Good luck. I can throw it.
Yeah.
You know?
That's an 18.
And that's a hit, which is amazing.
Fantastic.
Nice, dude.
I'm also going
to my initial roll.
I'm going to use Divine Smite, which is a 2nd level ability of mine. I'm going to expend a level 1 spell slot in order to add 2d8 to my damage. So it's going to be a 3d8 on that swing.
Awesome. Thonk, roll me a religion check.
Okay.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, I put 38. I'm sorry. It says 38.
Oh, 38.
Just did
I
a
was like,
simple math problem.
whoa.
That's simple, man. We did arithmetic here.
That's more damage than Grommen has ever done in his life.
That's going to be 18 damage.
Holy crap, 18 damage. That's amazing for your first attack, because I am aware that is only your first attack. So all of a sudden you see this, and you actually describe the effect on your weapon. Go ahead.
Yeah, so as I approach, my weapon actually begins to glow, and I would assume that Thonk, as you look at it, you kind of really, really don't like the light that's being thrown off of it. It's just uncomfortable to you. Everybody else, though, it just looks as though somebody's cast a light spell or something of that kind on the end of my flail. And as I bring it around and whirl it a few times using the momentum, I spin downwards and I slam the flail into the side of the ogre's shin, basically, or the side of his calf.
Nice. So you were able to quickly identify that he is, in fact, a paladin. There's no doubt in your mind that this man is a paladin of whatever god he just mentioned.
It's a pretty light.
Yeah.
Grommen likes it.
Noted.
So shiny.
Noted.
Okay. So make your second attack, sir. Oh my god, that's amazing.
Wow.
19. Holy crap.
But this
Awesome.
one, I'm all out of voodoo. I'm all out of voodoo on this one. So it's just going to be a straight 1d8 plus 4, which comes out to an 11, actually. So 29 in one turn.
You and Grommen make this team of just murder. This is incredible. Look at this damage.
Grommen is definitely impressed.
Yeah.
Also, you can make pretty lights. Grommen is really intrigued by magic stuff.
They say I'm a master of all things shiny. It is true.
This is a flail, which means like a big heavy thing at the end of a chain, at the end of a stick, right? So you're like swinging this thing around after the first huge hit. You throwing his balance off, and then you come swinging back around the other way and just kind of do a bit of an uppercut and catching him under his chin and possibly even breaking his jaws. You throw him back a few steps, and he's really trying to gather his footing right here. It's going to go to Otto's turn as this guy's really getting pwned by the two in front of him.
All right. So first of all, I imagine that there's going to be more than just this one giant. So do I need to spend an action to prepare my dagger?
It is an action to prepare your dagger. Yes, sir.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and spend my action to do that. And then as a bonus action, I recall we actually had another potion in our inventory, did we not? That was a potion of disguise self. And I'm thinking here, Gromit doesn't know what's in this. So maybe I could fool him a little and say, hey, buddy, I found another one of those potions. Want to try it out?
And I can't drink it until it's my action, though, right?
Correct, but you're easily able to grab it and on your turn, it's like free manipulation. You have it in your hands. On your turn, you will spend your turn drinking it, though. Just
Gotcha.
so you're aware.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Grauman's like, ooh. And
Okay.
Grauman's like really happy. It's like Christmas. There's lights shining. There's another potion so he can be big again.
Okay, so that's Otto's turn, and then it's going to be Thonk's turn. Go ahead, Thonk.
Back to being useless. Sacred Flame. Listen, man, clerics don't get to cast a lot of spells. I'm starting to realize, like, as the sessions go on, I get like what? I get to cast 1 second-level spell a day and like 4 first, and that's it.
Your ability works.
I did tell you though, we do have that sleep potion. You could use it.
Sleep potion? You mean or sleep scroll?
Sleep. We have a potion of sleep.
Oh,
So you could use it
Scroll.
to replenish your. Oh, it's a scroll?
Yeah.
Take
It
7
says
more.
potion. Oh, you're right. It says scroll. Never mind.
7 more is another really good blast of just like a holy or unholy light blast in front of the guy and harms him. You see that, and after Thonk's turn,
It's Gromit.
no, it is not. After
God
Thonk's
damn it.
turn, bam.
The plot yeti returns and grabs me and hurls me off screen.
You guys see one of those strange, large-sized humans come around the corner from over there and just starts yelling at Giant into this thing in front of him. It's like, "Ah, rah, 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 rah," screaming at the giant in front of him. But while doing so, he actually hoists up a spear and he's going to line up his attack. So he's going to come up to here. He's going to hoist up a spear and try to line up attack over the guy's shoulder and attack at Gromit. So with his spear, he is going to attack Gromit for... Bam. Make sure that was Gromit I hit, not Otto, because you guys are on top of each other. Yes, Gromit gets attacked. And I hit 8. Are you kidding me? I have a +9. I got the total of a 14. This is terrible. So he throws a spear at Gromit, but sadly it is a miss. He does not hit Gromit with the spear as he continues to yellow at the giant in front of him. After that is actually Gromit's turn.
Well, so Grauman sees that this guy is being rude, but there's also a guy in front of him who is kind of pretty much damaged. So he's not going to take the potion this time. And I actually think it's not a potion, it's a scroll. So I don't know if it would work the same.
It is a scroll of disguise self.
Yeah, so I don't think you could manipulate him to think that like it does the same thing as a potion.
Yeah,
Now that I
Gromit would
think
not
about
be
it.
able to use that. Yeah.
I know. We tried though, Bear. We tried. Can't say we didn't. So Grauman's going to attack this other guy, but I'm going to attack with my Great Weapon Mastery, and I'm going to use my Inspiration, which should give me
Advantage with a minus
advantage,
5.
right? Right?
Yep. Advantage with a -5 chance to hit. Yes, ma'am.
So we'll roll, and we'll -5 off of that.
That leaves you with a 9. Sorry, Maggie. So with a big swing, a heavy swing with the axe, roar, sadly, you miss with the heavy blow, and the giant is able to jump back a bit and swing his own great club down and smack the attack down to the ground. It is not a hit. And it is now his turn to start returning that favor. And so with 2 people in front of him, he's actually going to do like before, where he does like a wide arcing swing, swinging at both of you guys at the same time. So first one will be against Grommen. And I hit against an AC of a 23. I easily hit. Second attack is going to be against, yes! And oh my God, I actually rolled, I crit against, yes! This is amazing. Awesome. I'm so excited about that right now. Okay, so I'm sorry, Sir Lorik, but first let's attack Grommen. Make sure I'm getting the correct plus, which is yes. Oh, wow. 22 points of damage. So I rolled, like, if you look at that roll, that's a ridiculous roll. But 22 points of damage, which half of that is 11 points of damage. You have your freshly put up, oh, wait, no, that's gone now. So it's just 11 straight points of damage that you take, Grommen. And then against Sir Lorik, oh, geez, this is, I almost feel bad rolling this against you.
It's okay. I've still got luck points. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Sure?
I'm sure. We'll see what the damage is, and I'll see if I want to. Okay, 34. All right, that's a big hit. That's a little bit painful. Yeah, I think this would be the perfect time to use one of my luck points, and so I'm going to roll a d20.
Absolutely, and I'll take whatever you roll.
Yeah, we'll see whatever comes up here.
90-20, 90-20, 90-20, 90-20 90-20, 90-20. No! Come on!
It's a 10.
Not only is it not a natural 20, it's a goddamn miss. It's a miss. I actually missed. What is it? 10 plus 8 does not hit a 20. I missed Sir Lorik.
The joy of luck.
His faith in Helm is actually able to, the ever-watching eye is actually right there to give him the guidance that he needs in the moments.
The ever-watching eye. Come on now. There's only one of those.
Yeah.
I like to assume that, like, I'm dead to rights and I'm just like, like I'm about to get creamed. And then all of a sudden, for some reason, I step on a stone and it slides me to the side just ever so slightly. It's almost like I tripped and fell, but not quite. And it just goes wide. And you're just like, huh.
He just turned away 34 points of damage. I was like drooling. I was like, oh.
Lucky is so good.
Oh, God. So good. And not only did I miss you with 34 friggin' points of damage and an actual party, not only did that happen,
oh, man.
That's nuts.
Go ahead, Sir Lorik. Have your fun, sir.
I'm going to go ahead and... What do I want to do here? Let me see. I got some fun little spells and things. Maybe I should cast something. So yeah, I'm gonna run. How many people does this affect? 3 creatures. Okay. So yeah, I'm actually, as I slide out of the way of that blow, I realized that these guys are dealing with heat, and I'm gonna call in a little bit of divine reinforcement. And so I begin doing an incantation, and in the process of it, I produce a small vial of holy water from my sleeve and throw it forward. And now Gromon, myself, and whoever's behind me, I'll probably give it to Thonk. You all are now blessed. I cast blessed. And so whenever you make an attack roll or a saving throw, you can add a d4.
Does Thonk just catch on fire?
I have that spell, right? I have that spell.
I know. It's just messing with you. What does it do exactly? It just inspires us?
Yeah, you can roll a d4.
Yeah.
Sweet. That's awesome.
It is an amazing spell. I love that spell. It's almost arguable why ever cast Bane. All right, so Bless is a great spell. Do you do anything else with your bonus or move actions, sir?
I do not.
Okay, that brings us to Otto.
Great.
You are not blessed.
I'm not blessed. Oh, okay.
I will actually give you a moment because maybe Splat didn't hear. Thonk has been hanging back and only casting spells that don't require attack rolls. You did see Otto pull out a dagger, and he's doing something with it really quickly. I don't know if maybe you would have chosen him instead of Thonk.
No, it's okay. I went with Thonk just because he seemed like he was really, really wounded, and I wasn't sure. Like I was like, sure.
No.
Have the blessing of a god you don't even like. It's all good. Whatever.
I love the
It was
fact
an insult.
also-
It was an insult. I got you.
Love it. Okay, cool. All right, awesome. So Otto, it's your turn. Go right ahead, sir.
All right, great. So can I see that thing that's behind the giant?
Yeah, absolutely. He is also large size. Now, getting out of Grommen's pack will take you like half your move, leaving you with like 10 feet of your move left.
Sure.
But that's fine. You can get out of Grommen's pack and go attack somebody if you'd like.
No, what I think I want to do actually is I'll stay in the pack and I'll just hurl some dissonant whispers at that creature behind the giant. I think we're just trying to maintain our numbers advantage here. So
I thought you were gonna throw the dagger at him when you were like, "I'm gonna hurl." I was like,
no, I wouldn't be. Maybe at a later date, but not. This is not the day to be so careless.
I do have a little bit of bad news for you. Between the Tasha's hideous laughter, the heroism, the dissonant whispers, and what was cast last session, without any short rests or anything like that to reboot, you actually do not have any more first level spells. As for second level spells, because you haven't bumped anything up to more powerful, you still have, because you haven't used Phantasmal Force or Suggestion, you have all 3 second level spells. So if you want to cast something like Dissonant Whispers, you can, assuming it can do so, cast it as a second level spell.
Right.
It does additional damage.
Yeah, let's do that.
Sure. So casting as a second level spell, throw your Dissonant Whispers at him. And this is for which one? You said the Verbeeg?
Yeah, the Verbeeg.
Okay. Verbeeg are considerably wiser than giants, so I actually might be able to make a roll for once. And I don't.
All right.
I don't. I'm rolling terrible unless I do damage.
Yeah.
I'm doing great.
So
that is actually good. It's actually 4d6, sir.
There you go. 16.
16 points of damage is a considerable amount, and he uses his action to turn and run away, and his speed is... moves away.
Otto puts his hands up to his mouth and whispers to the Verbeeg, "You'll want to leave this one behind."
He's freaking out from all the voice in his head and the fear that's overcoming him, and he just turns and starts running as fast as he can from the combat. Now it is Thonk's turn.
I actually am gonna heal myself at this point because if we're gonna go into this cave shortly, I'm just gonna drop a Cure Wounds on myself.
Sure.
So it's just 1d8 plus spell casting modifier, which is +4. Oh boy, I'm rolling real well today. All the nat 20s except for me. God damn it.
You gain 7.
Yeah.
Still, that's not.
I mean, above half, which is good, but still, can I just get one really good roll?
Just you align yourself with evil gods, man. This is what happens.
No.
They let you dangle. You got to go with the good gods, the ones with loyalty.
The ones who don't test you.
No. We get tested every now and again, but it's like drinking contests. It's fun things. Pillow fights.
Instead of let the weak ones die, they let you slip in a rock to save yourself.
Yeah. Hey, man, the method. I don't complain about the method. My head is unbroken by a giant club.
How's that rock feel right above it? So
my rock just hit me in the stomach.
After that, so do you? I just want to double check because I wasn't keeping track of before. Do you have 20 health plus 7 temp HP?
No, that's with the +7.
So you rolled really poor both times. Okay.
The last one I rolled a 2, so yeah.
Yeah, really poor. So that actually brings us back to the Verbeeg's turn. So he is going to, hanging back here, he is actually going to hurl another spear forward over at Grommen, though this time is going to be a bit more difficult because he's going to be hurling past the giant. So hurling the spear at Grommen with Grommen's enhanced AC.
He misses horribly and hits the giant in the back of the head.
He misses horribly and doesn't hit the giant in the back of the head. So he didn't roll that poorly. But he does hurl a spear, and it is not a very good roll. He does miss once again. It pings off because he was trying not to hit the giant, and they're pinging the wall next to the giant and kind of skittered down by Grommen's feet, a large-sized spear. It was a miss, and he hangs back there. He does not move up. It is Grommen's turn.
There's a fancy spear next to my feet.
It's an oversized spear, yes.
Oh. I don't think he picked it up yet. Okay. Now I have, so what all does Bless give me?
Plus 1d4 when you attack.
Okay, I'm really determined to get this Great Weapon Mastery on this guy. Because if I finish this guy because he's messed up, that means I get a cleave and I can attack the other guy.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see. Let's try it. 18 minus 5 plus 1d4.
Yep.
Come on, 4. Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, so just so you know, I just want to make sure Gromit is aware that his needs and his talent is better serviced under Helm's guidance. So just so with the total of a 17, you definitely hit this guy. Do your damage. Do your worst.
You trying to throw Thunk under the bus right there?
Just you know.
That's just our relationship. It has been for 16 years.
I think I also get something else, right?
You actually do the total of 24 points of damage because it's 1d12 plus. That was when you were giant size before, not
Plus
anymore.
10, so I get 22.
Plus 2
because I'm
more.
enraged.
So 24 points of damage. That is a ginormous attack. However, he is still standing. He is still standing. This giant is not.
Damn, close, man. I should have waited. I should have held on until he looked more weak.
But that's okay. You did a ridiculously huge attack, and it is now his turn. And he's going to try the same tactic he did beforehand. But, after taking all these attacks, I think he's going to start swinging back the other way, attacking first Sir Lorik and then Grommen second. So Sir Lorik first, hopefully and then Grommen second. Okay, so I definitely beat that 20 AC with the first attack, and I miss Grommen with the second attack. Let's do my damage to Sir Lorik.
All right, let's see what happens.
Good luck. That has nothing comparatively.
Now, mind you, before you make any decisions, you do have 7 temporary HP because of Otto's inspiring words. He has the inspiring leader feat. He gave you 7 temp HP.
Sure, I'll soak it. That's fine. I'll take the hit.
Sure, so you take 8 points of damage in total. And that is his turn as he swings back and clips the paladin. Paladin's shield getting in the way and absorbing most of the attack. And Grommen is able to duck back himself and not get hit by it. It is now Sir Lorik's turn to return the favor.
Woof! And as I step backwards, I re-steel myself centering, and I drive forward, and I'm going to go ahead and attack.
Right ahead.
That's 14.
Don't forget to add your 1d4.
Oh, yes, that's right. I forgot about the 1d4. That's going to put me at 16.
That is definitely a hit.
Okay. And then I'm just going to roll my second one real fast so that we can just bang them both out real quick. Second one's a 20.
Hit, don't even roll a d4.
Okay, so the first one is 5, and the second one is 8.
Total of 13 points of damage. I have great news. Maggie, he's still standing, but barely. He is like taking 2 heavy hits. He now has 2 other huge welts and bruises forming where those hits connected and where little spikes are. A little bit of blood dribbling there too. He's slumped down and barely holding onto his club. You can see his vision's getting a bit blurry, but he's gritting his teeth. He's like getting ready to swing again. Otto, it is your turn, sir.
Man, I don't want to use the dagger yet. So
I guess so Grommen notices this guy is pretty messed up. Is that what you're saying?
Correct. Grommen notices messed up.
Grommen's going to be like, let me hit him again. No one else hit him. You attack other.
Yeah.
Now, before
I got him.
Otto, you can still see that guy there. Reminder, the only reason why I keep turning off global illumination so you guys can't see into the cave is because once you get past that lip, it does get dark and it requires that darker look. But for the caves, for the mouth of the cave, you do still have full illumination. I'm just trying not to show everything behind it at the moment. So you can attack that guy. And that's 50 feet from where you are.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm not necessarily sure I want to use another second level dissonant. So let me oh man. Oh, I could cast. No, I can't. Damn it. Dude, I don't like having no level 1 spells. How about let me hit that Verbeeg with a vicious mockery.
Absolutely, it's a will save, so I'll make my save. Is it my total is God, what am I rolling here? Okay, I rolled horrible again. I got the total of a 4.
Good.
I really wish I was lying. These are just god awful.
Great.
A total of 4 with your roll and everything?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, and Verbeeg aren't like unwise creatures.
Mhm.
So a total of a 4, and I take the 3 points of damage. His next attack roll will be a roll at disadvantage. Thank you.
Otto just yells, "Nice spear throw, idiot!"
Goes for this great bullying.
This
I like
is
it.
That's
actually
good.
wonderful. This is wonderful because even though Otto might not know this, but Verbeeg are literally known. They're renowned for their spear fighting. They literally have special features called Spear Fighter and Spear. like they're the best fighters with spears of any race. And you really pissed him off.
So Otto knows that. He's like, "Nice spear throw, idiot! Really doing your race proud."
You had to make it racial.
Yeah, he went.
Yeah, we didn't get racist.
Oh God.
You know what? There's been a lot of racist shit going down on this, so. I'm not-
That's true. Yeah, we got
surprised.
a pretty
You
racist
missed out on the
bunch
splatter.
here, don't we?
So what do you do?
Oh, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the guy.
On which one?
The one right there.
Awesome.
You gotta get up in here and you gotta hit him, man. You gotta
No,
get
man,
there.
you don't understand. When I try and hit things with my mace, it's like a boop, and like that's like I do like 2 damage.
Would you feel
With my
better? I gave you a
amazing-
blessing.
With my amazing dexterity of 8, I miss again.
Yes. Good old.
Helm always makes my
I
damage.
actually do more damage with the Sacred Flame than I've ever done with my mace, probably total.
He also hasn't
Yes!
gotten
Oh my
a
God! This is amazing. I'm so happy. I'm so happy you chose to do this. You just finished. You know what you did? You did 6 health. You did 7 damage. You just stole the kill from Maggie.
It was Grommen's sacrifice. I mean, it was a
Grommen even called it.
I know.
I
I know.
even asked. I was like, dibs, and you're like, chaos.
No, I was just
Oh
like
my God.
burning flame, clutch the fist, and a fire engulfs him really quickly, and he can't escape it. And a red
Dude,
flame
I
just
have a
burns him
queen.
down.
You are totally.
Otto turns around and goes, "Ugh, "Be him, dude. Be him."
DM, rude. Vote leave, vote kick, vote kick.
Vote kick, vote kick.
So yeah, you just see again, like I touch my holy symbol, quick red flame ignites. He catches fire, and the red flame just burns him until he falls over.
It's Grommen. Sorry, it's now the Verbeeg's turn with a cleared path. He's going to line up his spear and he's going to hurl it at Grommen once more because the easiest target is Grommen. I'm going to make that attack. However, I'm going to make it with disadvantage.
Wait, he has a spear? He threw his spear and it's on the ground by my feet.
He has 3 spears. It's his 3rd spear he's throwing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Prepared.
So he even so with his disadvantage, he even still is able to break through Grommen's AC. So he rolls twice. The first one you don't want to know, and the second one definitely hit anyways. And the total damage for this one is going to be divided by 2, 8 points of damage against Grommen from a spear being lunged forward. So the spear comes through, Grommen dodges out of the way, and it narrowly clips Grommen, giving another gash on the side, but nothing that can't be healed in a day, with a little bit of treatment in a day or 2. It is now Grommen's turn to return the favor as the guy tries to get a bit of cover.
Grommen's not doing so well. But he's angry. He's enraged right now, so he's mad. He gives no fucks. But he's just bleeding everywhere. Like he's got gashes. He's not doing so hot. And he's just gonna freaking book it, I guess. Where's this guy at?
He's right here.
Oh, I see him. Okay, so let me calculate how many this is.
Oh God, you are.
You're going for a mega ride right now.
You definitely can get him with
yeah, I
the
can
dash
get
attack
him.
ability. Yep.
Yeah. He's gonna run and he's gonna attack.
So I have to ask Maggie: is Grommen angry at being injured? Is he angry at this Verbeeg for hitting with a spear, or is he angry at Grommen for stealing his kill? I mean, Thonk for stealing his kill.
Well, first he was mad because Thonk is a jerk. But he wasn't completely that mad. He was like, when you're frustrated and you're just like, ah. But then this guy messed him up with that spear from a long distance, and that made Grommen even more mad.
Mhm.
So
All to
Now
get
he's-
you
he's
just a
not
little
really-
more
he
angry.
hates the world at the moment. All right, here
Don't
we go.
forget to add your D4 to your attack roll. Go right ahead, Maggie.
Oh, okay. Roll 1d4.
I forgot to ask you, were you using, because you really wanted to use that ability to kill somebody with it, were you taking your -5 to get the +10 to just...
No, not for this attack. I wouldn't do that till like, unless this guy's like damaged. He's not very damaged.
He has taken some hits, however, that's fine. You still hit. So you do your Gurgle's attack damage.
So 13 damage.
13, awesome. You can see that after this attack, he is really messed up. He is hurting after this attack. After that is going to go to Sir Lauren's turn. Don't forget your speed's 25. And Lauren. He is right here. As you get closer, you'll be able to see him.
Okay. I begin to slowly creep forward, and everybody watching begins to get the feeling that maybe I can't see so well because it's more of like a creeping crawl, basically, as I'm looking.
This is why I'm carrying Otto.
Yeah, this is the reason Otto's in a backpack.
You can go one more, sir. You can go up one more.
I'm gonna go in this direction, and not being able to see anything just yet, I'm going to use my... Well, no, it's fine. That'll just be my turn right there.
You have an action. If you have the light spell, you're welcome to cast light or any ability that sheds light, or even light a lantern or something like that if you wanted to.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think I get torches as part of my starting package.
Yeah, you can totally...
Let me make sure that I do, but if I do have them...
Oh, you definitely have torches. Even if your level 1 character didn't have torches, at this point in time, you do.
Sure. Then I'll put my shield away. So effectively, I've got an 18 AC now. And I'm going to put a torch in my offhand so that I can see a little bit better.
Awesome. Then I'm going to make that adjustment right now. And, sorry. And this is what a torch does for illumination.
Yay!
So significantly more light, and you can actually see Gromit up ahead, and you can even barely see in this corner right here where the Verbeeg is. So, yeah. All right. That is your turn. So next is Otto's turn. Otto, you're also able to see better because of that.
And I'm still on Gromit's back.
Mm-hmm. So again, you're able to see better because of what he just did.
Mm-hmm. So how's this Verbeeg looking?
He is really messed up. Like he's hurting. I mean, could maybe a halfling kill him in one hit? Who knows? Halflings are wimpy, but I mean, he is within Gromit's grasp.
All right, I am
We've seen Otto do some damage.
I'm gonna notice the condition of the Verbeeg. I'm going to pull my dagger out, hop up on top of Grauman's shoulder, leap off, and with my inspiration, lunge at its chest with my dagger of venom.
Do you want to, as a bonus action, give Bardic Inspiration to yourself as well?
Fuck yeah, I do. You know I do.
Okay. So you have advantage plus 1d6 for your attack roll.
Okay. And there is my dagger. Plus this, and then another roll.
It's a good thing that you used both of those abilities because you actually hit. So roll your damage, sir.
Okay.
Safe.
There we go.
Are you kidding me right now? This is ridiculous. I'm gonna grab a screenshot and throw it to you guys. I got a total of 7 on my save. It's a giant-sized creature. It has a big constitution. Like, I should not be rolling this low this consistently. Okay, so with a total of a 7 on my save, he takes another 2d10 damage on top of your 7 piercing.
Okay. God, hold on. There we go.
Oh my God. Jesus.
That's what you get that's karma for talking smack to the poor little halfling.
Well, I can
That's
tell
what
you
you get from talking smack to Kinder, man.
Mm-hmm.
And as you jump off the shoulder with the dagger in your hands and you slam it into the guy's chest, he looks at you annoyed. And he goes to like grab this stupid little halfling and just kind of like slam it against the wall or something like that. And he looks at you annoyed, and as he reaches for you to grab you, his grip tightening around your body, around your neck, all of a sudden it stops and starts to loosen.
And as I feel this, I look up, and as I hold the dagger in his chest, I'm just smiling at him.
He gets this look across his face of pain and horror, and he kind of like falls to one knee and then the other, and then he just kind of slumps over backwards with Otto's weight on him, and as he's on his knees slumped backwards, Otto's still holding the dagger into his chest. Otto's staring into his eyes.
Gromit didn't get any kills.
Thanks,
Gromit didn't
Mathis.
call dibs on this one though.
And with your poking jabs, why don't we take a break and come back in about 5?
All right, we'll be back in 5 minutes, guys. Don't go anywhere. And we're back for hour 3. What's up, everybody? I totally forgot to unmute my computer, so all the music nobody heard. It was just dead silent.
Yeah, they were like,
It's just dead
no
silent.
music.
Thonk had to go get some Jello, so that's what he's
Ooh,
doing.
Jello.
Uh,
I don't actually like Jello.
I don't mind it. Like it's Jello is weird. This is gonna sound weird, but Jello is like one of those things. Like it's almost satisfying, but it's like not quite satisfying.
If Jello isn't used as a means of taking in alcohol,
I was about to say the same thing. That was literally the
I
exact
just
line
think
I
it's
was
like
about to
it
use.
tastes like water, like weird water.
This is leftover from wisdom tooth extraction, so
you know
I'm
what
just gonna finish
worst part
it.
is, it's not even like good Jello. You're using like a Jello like pre-made cup. So it's
Yeah,
not even,
you
like,
never struck me as the guy that goes to the store and buys a 6-pack of
I
pre-made Jell-O.
don't. This is called wisdom. This is wisdom tooth leftovers.
You know,
Yeah,
you're
I would go for pudding. If I can choose between pudding
I
and
have
Jello,
leftover pudding
Right,
in there
yeah.
too. I had
it's
both.
gonna be pudding or like
gotta be pudding.
porridge or some kind of oat form of things.
When I had my wisdom tooth taken out, you know what I did? An hour later, I was at a pub eating like a Reuben sandwich and some
Oh,
soup.
don't be that guy. Come
Exactly.
Crazy.
on. My wisdom
My-
teeth, I had 5 of them. They were all impacted in the back of my skull.
Scott's a one upper. He's gotta be.
No.
That is basically
No,
Thonk
you're
in this
just- you're just
situation. He's like,
way
pain,
down.
pain in my mouth.
My doctor's like, don't eat anything solid for like 3 or 4 days. I was like, okay. So
I
I was like, excuse for smoothies.
Yeah. I was out like a little bitch when I got my wisdom teeth out, man. I was out for like 5 days.
When I
So
got
you
the
gotta-
3 out, at once, that was horrible.
Guys, like,
Like,
when I got 3 out at once, I was
When I got-
rock climbing. I was climbing a wall.
when I
And
got
then I went
one-
boxing after.
Rocks. I had to put them in my mouth and I crunched them.
I realized my tooth hurt, and I said, "Well, shit, that's inconvenient." And hit myself in the mouth with a rock, and out they came.
No, my wedding was 3 days later. I didn't have time to sit around and slurp on Jello. And
That's bad scheduling. What are you doing scheduling your wisdom teeth removal 3 days before your wedding?
I was in a lot of pain, and my wife made me go to my future wife.
All
made
right,
me go
yeah.
to the doctor and blah blah. And then it was history. Speaking
Oh,
of,
so you didn't realize that you were having like what was going on? You're just like, I'm in pain. And I don't know why.
I argued with the doctor, but he was like, no. You don't understand. It's this or you're gonna hate your wedding. And I was like, ugh. But all right, enough of Mathis being a little wimp.
All this because I'm having some Jello. Hey,
Man.
our artist for this show is with me. He loves Jello, so
All right.
I'm vindicated.
Was that F Snow?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, well, he's cooler than you, so I'll take that.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm sorry, I don't really care for Jello. It kind of tastes like
No.
really nasty Kool-Aid in like a gelatin form. It's weird.
You are allowed to hate Jello. Just don't shit on Jello lovers.
No, you take the Jello. I don't need it. Someone's got to eat it.
Moving on. So you guys finished killing them. You finished dropping them, killing them. Grommen does not get any kills, as Thonk was more than happy to point out.
Thonk didn't point out. Mike pointed it out.
And you guys can continue on. So I assume Thonk kind of moves up and makes his way. As he slurps on his Jello, he kind of like creeps his way.
Thonk is walking in with a Jello cup.
around the corner. Guys, is it safe now? I'm just making sure it's okay.
Just checking to see if there's any more people I can chaos.
Yeah. As he creeps by behind me, I say, "Curious that we should end up on the same side, eh?"
As Thonk swallows his Jello.
Glug.
Thonk just gives you like a side glare. Doesn't seem like there's any emotion on his side. He'll just kind of look to you, acknowledging that you spoke to him, but then moves forward towards his
Thonk is like a
companions.
serial killer. What the hell?
I head off down this hallway over here, all by myself.
As he goes, it's like, oh, well, there he goes. I walk up
hear
to
the
Gromit.
sounds of combat.
Well, we've lost your Lorik. He died. I'm sorry.
Do you really say that?
No.
Okay.
I'll walk up to you and Gromit and say, looking at you, look rather battered, and looking at you rather battered, and be like, "How are you holding up?"
Grumman is like, not so good. 'Cause he's like, he's coming down now. I'm guessing because we're out of combat, right?
Yep. Now, two things I want to mention before you guys continue the RP, and I'm sorry. One, Maggie, I believe that was your
My last rage.
Yes. And two, Maggie, when you had used the what was it called? That rodent thing. What was it? Raccoon, to check things out beforehand. The way you had actually traveled was, if you see the screen, you actually put it in this way, and you knew that there were a couple of creatures that way, but more importantly, you also believe it was a dead end, meaning it did not go all the way through the back of the cave. I bring this up because I don't know what kind of person Grommen or the party is. If they're the kind of, like, let me check my back before I go forward, or if they're like, screw it, let's just keep trying to get to the back of this place and meet up with everybody else.
If one thing, Grommen is not the brightest, but when it comes to combat and strategy, he is pretty knowledgeable. He's the one who came up with the theory of, like, we make a distraction and people attack from the back type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
So Grommen is just going to respond to Thonk, and then we'll fix it.
Scott, correct me if I'm wrong, because I might just be interpreting it wrong, but the symbol on my chest, I've been recently treating it like my holy symbol.
That is perfectly fine. You're welcome to do that.
Okay.
I mean, I didn't establish it that way, but that makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm. So, seeing that you're looking rather hurt and new to your response, you know, as always, I reach up and I touch my chest, and I'm going to use my my preserve life ability, and I'm just going to burn. How many hit points are you down exactly?
I have 7 out of 38.
30. You're missing 38. Okay. I will just use all 20 on you then, and I'll just hit you for 20. So, you know, all your wounds will start slapping back together in a gruesome fashion, healing themselves, and you'll get 20 back.
All right, so I'm at 20.
Barbarians, do they have a D12 hit die? Is that what barbarians have?
Yeah, baby.
I thought D12s, that's the barbarians' dice. That's all they ever use for anything, is a D12.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Depending on how you do it.
I had some bad rolls early on, but, like, later it was doing all right.
See, I took the average on my guy because I'm a giant coward. I was just like, I'll take the 6 + 2. Let's go for it.
I'm all about letting the dice choose my destiny.
I say that, but like in our Roll For It campaign, our fighter has consistently rolled like 2 every single time. And so he's like this fighter with just terrible HP, just the worst HP ever.
That's just sad.
Oh, he's basically 420. He's like a glass cannon.
Mm-hmm.
He's a dwarf too, which is even sadder because he has good constitution.
That's funny. Well,
That's
then you just get like the toughness feat and a couple other things. You can make up for it. I guess after you do that, Grommen is actually taken back by this a little bit, because I think this is the first time I've seen you use your holy use your, like, whatever you got on you.
My brand.
Yeah, your brand.
I've done it. I've been doing it, but yeah, it's usually in combat.
Yeah, and
So.
I think this is the first time Grommen has seen it. Like,
Yeah, like the holy symbol, the brand actually, like, as I cast the healing, gives a like a warm red glow as I heal you.
So now Grommen's real confused, because he thought, like, your symbol was a bad thing, but now he's like, oh, heal me. Now I'm confused.
Grummish has uses for his tools.
Grommen look around and he's like, where, Lyric? He looks around.
Lyric.
I'm just trying to throw a Twitch thing out there.
I got the Twitch joke. It's great.
Nobody like Delric's like over his head.
Yeah, no. Thonk gestured towards the hallway. The paladin went down that way.
Oh, that dead end. But there are bad guys down that way.
Thonk doesn't look concerned.
More giants. Otto, we probably look for him.
Yeah. Let's go get him.
While they were having this discussion, would you have continued walking, Sir Lorik?
No, because he's gonna be there and he's just kind of holding a torch and like peering, maybe taking a step or two, but his vision is so limited that unfortunately it's just like it's a bad gamble.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So you walk forward a little bit further and whatnot, and you see what you can. You guys are welcome to join him. You control yourselves.
Okay.
Kind of peek around the corner, because remember, not Addo, but Grommen has dark vision, so just because of the way that the abilities work, you can actually see a brighter light bigger than he can when you see that torch. It actually makes a nice big light for you.
Oh, yeah.
So you go around the corner and you see that, and again, Grommen remembers that up ahead and on his left, so if you're looking at the map, further to the right, and then
Grauman like
There's a
walks in
doorway.
the doorway and he's like, Lyric, come back. They're bad guys they're more hill giant that way. And dead end. No need to go that way.
I'm just standing there really, really still holding a torch. And upon hearing that, yes, you've been here before?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, then lead the way. And I motion back and I fall in line behind Grauman.
Grauman starts walking back this way.
Sure. So you guys are able to, once again, you can control yourselves and move forward. Otto, sticking with Grauman to the best of your ability. You guys control yourselves, move forward, and you start walking your way up there. Now, I'm actually, if you group up together really quickly for me, what's your formation? We're going to assume the big guys in the front, maybe Grauman immediately next to him, and Thonk hanging back a little bit.
Yeah, it's fine by me.
So is it like that kind of a setup? Maybe even Thonk hanging back a smidge more. So I will move you guys up as a group like this. Does that sound good, Maggie? You sound like you had an objection.
Well, not an objection, more of a Grauman's wondering if he should scout ahead first. So before we get there, when we're like here, or when we get back this way, Grauman remembers that he hasn't been over here before, and then he looks around and he's like, I see what happened over here. Maybe I scout first?
Probably a good call.
Yes, a wise plan.
Do you want to leave Otto behind so that he's like prepared in case you need to come running back, or do you want to leave him?
Grauman himself is not going to scout. What's going to happen is Grauman is going to sit down on the ground, Indian style, and he's going to start making raccoon noises and hoping, and to him it sounds like, come here, friends, come here. Where are you? I need help.
So just a reminder, it will take 20 minutes, 10 to cast the Speak with Animals, and then 10 more to cast the Beast Sense to be able to scout like that. So you will be spending 20 minutes to be able to scout like that. Are you fine with that?
I am. I don't know if everyone else is.
While we do that,
Take a short rest while she does it?
I'll go ahead and perform my Song of Rest as well while we're doing this.
You are welcome to do so, and you can take that short rest. That's fine. You do hear battle raging ahead. That's the only reason why I ask. But if you want to spend the time, you are welcome to spend the time.
Oh, if we hear battle raging ahead, maybe we don't want to do that.
You are injured, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see Lorik up ahead. I just pull off my helmet very slowly and sit it on the floor. And I start leaning against a wall.
Sure.
Okay. If everyone else is like, yeah, we should scout, then Grauman will do it.
I think we're kind of, realizing that we're not going to be of much help if we're all hindered. So.
Short rest is going to get us what back specifically?
So I will tell you right now. So as that short rest, if you choose to use it, you can use as many HD as you would like up to your level as healing. So you literally open up your character sheet, click the button that says HD. That's how much you heal, and do that until you're satisfied with what you have. So probably 4. So you can cap out. You can just do healing that way.
And you guys also get each 1d6 from the Song of Rest.
The total of 1d6. So if you would roll that 1d6, please, Bear, that'll be uniform for everybody.
Okay.
And Grauman can only get the 1d6 because I'm also doing a bunch of ritual stuff, right?
Correct. So Grauman heals 6. Right now, Sir Lorik heals 11.
Nice,
And he's
Bear.
welcome to do more if he wants to. I think he's happy with that 11. Isn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that took me back up to full, so I'm good.
That's all you there, Mathis. I don't know how
I'm
much
looking.
you
I don't. Oh, I see it. There we go. Of course. I'm so sick of rolling like shit. Good God. I'm using another one.
Every
Fuck
party
it.
has
Fine.
that guy.
You know what? That's enough.
Every party
It's
has that
usually
guy.
Rye, though, so that's the funny part.
Yeah, it's been transferred to you today.
Where's my crit?
But the thing is,
I know,
Rye
right?
does
Give me
that,
something.
and then she crits on like crazy stuff that's like just insane.
want.
Excuse me.
All right, and this character is represented by, or at least, it's represented by Grauman, which just means you can control it. Save changes. Maggie, you should be able to click that little guy and move him around if you'd like.
Okay, so for most people, I can click him and I can move him. Oh, he's so cute. He's kind of chubby. So most of you have seen this, but since Splatter probably hasn't, Grauman's sitting Indian style, and he starts making weird chittering noises like a raccoon would, which kind of sounds like weird chittering alien noises. And then all of a sudden, a big fat raccoon comes walking up, and he like looks at Grauman, and Grauman opens up his hand, and there's like a little raccoon, like a wooden creature that's in his hand, and Grauman puts it in his mouth and eats it, and all of a sudden his eyes roll back, and now he is one with the raccoon. And I think you actually have to run the raccoon because they don't get to use it. But basically Grauman says, go, and then Grauman points that way towards where he hears the noise, and that's all he says because Grauman, not very smart, but fortunately neither are little animals.
Okay,
So
so he
does
just
Grauman actually go unconscious for this effect? Like,
kind of not unconscious, but like basically he can see and sense anything that the creature that he is like having a ritual with. So he basically senses and sees anything that they see, but he can't control them. So they can do whatever they want, but he also can speak with animals, so he can like speak with them, but most of them are not very smart, so you can't give them very specific details. But fortunately Grauman's not very smart, so
So, you watch Game of Thrones? Yeah.
mm-mm.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
I'm one of the only people who hasn't, and I get shit for it. All.
You wait till all the books come out and read them. It'll be better off that way, anyways. So, more or less, her eyes kind of like roll to the back of the head and turn completely white. Cannot see. He becomes completely deaf because the only things that can be seen, that can be heard, are the senses of the raccoon itself. That's beast sense. However, the other, 3 senses like taste, touch, smell, those are all still Grauman senses. So,
but yeah, like someone else could like move me, but I can't like walk and do it at the same time. But if someone else is walking me, I probably could, because that's what the Fae did. She like walked me with her.
I look at Otto, and you've noticed that I found like a small orange in my pack that I'm beginning to peel with a knife. Is that normal? Does he always do that? And I kind of imitate the chittering noise.
I'm beginning to wonder what normal means these days.
Did the Verbeeg have anything on him? I start to walk over to the Verbeeg's body.
I think, oh no, I didn't check. I get a little excited about it.
So you swing by and you go look at the Verbeeg, and I will explain that one before I go to Maggie. So going to the Verbeeg and just kind of like searching through its pack or whatever that it had on him. Now, do you know what a Verbeeg is, sir, or should I describe it very briefly?
Yeah, they're like that like ogreling race or whatever, where they got to be all treacherous. They got to trick each other and like cheat their way to the top or whatever it is. I'm vaguely familiar, I guess.
Gotcha. Okay, so yep, they are very large size, very human-looking creatures. They are technically giants, and they are intelligent and cunning, as compared to giants, which they usually manipulate to be their little biatches. If you're familiar with them from, I believe it's 4th edition, they're actually like a type of fae or some crap like that, but that's because 4th edition ruins life. And then they were corrected back in 5th edition. So you get a basic understanding, which is good enough. So going into the pack and looking at it, you knew that he had the 3 spears. They were all thrown. He does still have at his side a great club because, he wasn't carrying anything special for a weapon or anything like that. He is, in fact, wearing armor. He's wearing a hide armor on himself, like a particularly thick hide armor. And looking throughout his pack, you do see that he has several things inside there. For instance, he collects an amount of treasure. So you see that he has a few bits of jewelry inside there. One of them is like a ring that's actually still on a dismembered hand. So the hand is like this portion of the hand is all still there. It's just like 3 fingers still together, joined by part of the palm or whatever that it was connected to. The other 2 fingers and the rest of the palm mysteriously gone. Also looking throughout the pack, you do see like a bits of paper or whatever, nothing that you can really spend time looking at the moment in depth. Actually, you would be able to in depth. So kind of like looking through the papers, you see that they're written in Shandathan. That's the local language, which coincidentally, you're the only one here that can speak it. The other ones are speaking a combination of common and...
Rye can speak that though, right?
Rye
Rye has the magnifying thing.
Yes, she can read anything, but not speak it. Actually, Otto is the most adept at it, knowing a handful of survival languages, having spent some time trying to learn it. But you guys don't.
I can speak lots of animal languages.
Oh yes, Maggie, you can tell us what the fox says. All right, so
Scott and your fucking ancient internet.
Hey,
references.
no, that you know what? That's an okay.
that was a good one.
Really?
It's a good internet show.
That was a good one.
Oh, you're killing me. That was barely good. That was barely good when the song was relevant.
Yeah, what I learned about Mathis today is that he has a high appreciation for dank quality memes. You got to be on the cutting edge to impress Maggie.
do.
You got to be on the front side.
It's the only way to live.
I don't know memes. So
You're catching up though, man. You're going at a blazing pace here.
all the way up to 2014. Woo!
You just got to keep rolling.
All right, so moving on. And like searching through the pack, you do find little bits of gold and some silver. We can worry about how much that is later on. But the thing that really, I suppose, stands out is as you're kind of reaching through there, you do see a small book. And again, it is written in Shandathan. So kind of grabbing that book and unclasping it and opening it, just kind of look inside. You do see that book happens to be part of like, it's an itinerary of the different wares that a shopkeeper would have had or should have had. It's their the routes that they typically take, and kind of like flipping through quickly, you just see like this belonged to some shopkeeper. Again, whose it is and where it belongs, not important right now, but you do find that. Okay. So looking through the package,
I take the I want to take that hand. I'm just sort of fiddling with it. I want to get the ring off, and as I'm trying to get this thing off, I look around at all this shit in the bag as well, and I say to Lorik, oh, "We had quite the collector here, didn't we?"
Yes, it would seem as though he liked to hold on to trophies. This looks to be, well, it's difficult to tell in the dark, but it looks to be some sort of shipping manifest, meets a diary, meets some kind of trader's log.
Uh-oh.
Rip Maggie. Hang on.
Sorry.
That's okay.
I was totally into that, but all of a sudden we lost Maggie.
Okay, worry about that in a second. So
No,
yeah,
okay, cool. Sure. I actually get curious about this and I go over and try to look at it myself.
Sure, I hand it to him.
Yeah. What? Why would it have this?
So you go opening up and looking at it, but sadly the characters are not like, with the exception of maybe a handful of like words that are very common. You just really can't read it. It's
yeah, right. Mm-hmm.
What's more curious is how did you find a Verbeeg that speaks Chandathan? Strangely enough.
Indeed. I'm kind of turning it upside down, trying to make ends meet here, but yeah.
And
Shandathan is not spoken up here, is it?
It is. It is spoken.
Oh, it is spoken up here. Gotcha.
Shandathan is actually like one of the four big languages of Faerun. The other ones beyond that are very niche regional languages. I would like to continue scouting forward. So since Mathis can see it, I will continue scouting forward, and we'll fill Maggie in when she gets back. So the thing continues moving forward and kind of like sniffs around and sees like some corpses sitting inside here, and then makes its way forward some more and tries to check out these little holes. And over in this hole over here, it finds some trash that's on the ground and various bits of like broken equipment and things like that. Like it looks like a room for storage or something, and continues moving forward. And the similar thing is it continues going, seeing the same stuff. Like there's broken stuff here and there. There's maybe a corpse lying about in an area, but nothing really noteworthy. You saw the two corpses in that one room. Other than that, you might see a medium-sized corpse, but for the most part, it's just trash that you're finding as you go forward. So it's nothing really that you should that the Grama would note. So as the thing keeps creeping forward and looking around and trying to find stuff, finally comes to an area where this must have been a chokehold for where the combat had maybe reached its final spot before it got pushed back. Because at this chokehold, you find a couple of medium-sized bodies, and the two of you can't see it, but Mathis definitely can see that there's actually corpses littered about on the ground. And moving forward even more, you see even more and more corpses littered about on the ground. And so the thing takes its time. This isn't like a short time. It's not like it's rushing forward and check the room, check the room. It's a raccoon moving at its own pace, sniffing things out and checking things and looking around corners and sniffing things and moving a bit. So far it's been a solid amount of time that's passed, like 8-9 minutes. So as it comes up around here and looks around this room and just sees like corpse after corpse everywhere inside here, finally it gets to about this point here when all of a sudden Grauman's ability to see completely ends, and down below you guys hear a sickening smack of metal against stone. And with that being said,
Maggie DM me. She said her computer crashed.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We are coming around. We could, I mean, it's
do a super early break. Yeah, we can
super early break and catch us up for next time. I'm sure she'll move over to her secondary computer and we'll be good to go. So.
Right. Secondary, or this will be the last break of the night, guys. We'll be back in a few minutes once Maggie's back. We'll see you in a bit.